like you were saying, man, all these other heathen nations, man, they ain't gonna be next to rule, alright? We got the kingdom, alright? We got next, so to speak, alright? Bring this up, brother. This is John chapter 10, verse 16. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring.
Right. And then I know before I was learned, right? Yeah, before I was learned, I always thought that scripture was to talk about other nations, because people, if you ain't dealing with the book, like I was saying earlier, if you ain't dealing with the volume of the book, you're not gonna understand certain scriptures. And that scripture's talking about the scattered, basically the Israelites that were not calling themselves Israelites, the other 9.5, 10 tribes that were around, that were scattered abroad, and they were kicked out of Israel. Okay, and they're referred to in Hosea, Amos, was that 2 Kings. Yeah, you know, once you're dealing with the beginning of the book, then you understand the rest of the book, man.
Yeah. But if I could add something, you know, like the brother says, talking about the other 10 tribes, they were scattered where? In America.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, and it tells you how they decided to go off into a faraway land, you know, which was never where never man dwelt. I was talking about America. In there, they call it Arsareth, but it's talking about America.
Right.
And it's also stories of a man that came down out of the sky, you know, in the Native American culture, the Mexican Aztecs, culture, yeah. You know.
That was that movie Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah, but yeah, they called him, was it Quanso? I don't know verbatim the name, but this man who came down, you know, out of the sky and told him, you know, I'm gonna come back and save y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna come for y'all one day.
They would say that the big homie's gonna come and unite the nation, La Raza. You know, and like the brother was saying too, it goes hand in hand. How you gonna know who the 12 tribes are in Revelations if you don't know about Genesis? It gives you the breakdowns in Genesis. So they go hand in hand. Basically, Genesis tell you who the 12 tribes are, what's gonna happen in the last days. So they go hand in hand, man. They complement each other, man.
The two men, they would be together, you know, trying to prophesy together. No,
yeah, man. So
yeah. So basically, you know what I mean, what we showing through the scriptures, because that's what we deal with, through the scriptures, that, you know what I mean, the Most High, the reward at the end of the day is that the Israelites, are the so-called Negro, Hispanics, Native Americans that are scattered abroad, are going to come together through the one who you call Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? And that's the reward of the kingdom. That's the gospel, man. That's the good news. All right? It's not good news for everybody else. All right? What? Yeah. You know what I mean? So
this is Revelations chapter 11, verse 4. These are the 2 olive trees and 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. Salakia. I'm gonna restart from verse 3. Revelations 11 and 3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth.
Right, the 2 witnesses. Who's the 2 witnesses talking about? I was talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right, and because that's the unification. I don't even know if that's a real word, but that's 2 coming into one, man.
And let me say this: sackcloth doesn't have to exactly mean we're out there prophesying in sackcloth. It means low estate, all right?
Low estate, right?
Low estate, because a lot of us brothers, all of us brothers, most of us brothers in the camp are in low estates, man. All right, some of us don't got jobs. You know, some brothers homeless, you know,
but
low estate.
We all in low estate, because even if you got a job, say for instance you do got a good job, man. It's a decent job. You got a little apartment or house, even though you're still under the so-called white man, we are low estate. We're not where we're supposed to be at, man. We're not ruling. That's why our state is supposed to be.
And if I could add on to it, you know, what the scriptures say, he who endures, was it to endure? You know, to suffer.
Yeah, you got endure, to take on.
Yeah.
Take on this
and
pain.
the straight game.
That's another thing too, and I'm gonna mention that too, because brothers we talk a lot of gossip. Oh, he not catching hell, and shit like that. You don't know what a motherfucker be going through. You don't know what a brother be going through, man. The scriptures say the Most High never put you through nothing that you can't handle. Certain brothers can't handle certain things, man.
Yeah, I mean? Sometimes, like you said, brother, sometimes, you know, you don't want to tell brothers anything. That's between you and the Most High. Brother might have AIDS and cancer and not say nothing, you know?
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? We're going to make it sure, because Satan, you know, in the midst always. I mean, but double honors to the elders, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, to the brothers across the globe, man.
All praise to Yahweh, Why Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Shalom, death to America, Kwam Yashala.
Fuck Rothschilds.
And fuck the Rothschilds.
Right.
Fuck the
Be
red
on the next
helicopter.
redemption,
Fuck the red helicopter too.
which they probably watching this.
Like that Batman show.
Faggots. Shalom.